Hello and welcome to the redo of part 6 of the Edgy brothers playing the Halo campaign from start to finish in cooperative mode. We're on mission 6. We've done this before. However, due to some technical difficulties and a workaround that we found, we're finally able to go and hopefully improve things.
Yeah, so it's I know you're only watching us play through this once, but yeah, we should be used to the levels now, and hopefully we'll die less than 10 times each. But we should get there.
You mean 10 times per area within the mission, don't you?
Yeah. Let's try to remember. So it's mission 6. So mission 2 was winter contingency. 3 was only sword base. 4 was nightfall. 5 was tip of the spear. 6 is long night of solace.
Quantum of Solace. Let's fire it up.
Oh yeah, there's a tiny number above it that says 6 out of 12, so I'd be surprised if that's not. So, difficulty completed. Oh yeah, right, so we've played that, rally
Yeah,
point.
we're not changing it to legendary.
Yeah, if we did that, then this will be a 4-hour video, and we might just crawl over the scene at the end.
No, actually, Long Night of Solace is part 5. We've done that one. Remember the prologue?
Right. So the first one comes up as 2 out of 12.
Yeah.
Only sword base is 3. Nightfall is 4. Tip of the spear is 5. Long Night of Solace comes up as 6.
So we're on the 7th one, because it comes to prologue as mission 1, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, our number is part 1 to us is winter contingency.
Yeah. So we're on Exodus.
Oh yeah. So that makes sense. I remember editing New Alexandria and right. So Exodus. Oh, this
Exeter's.
mission. Escape Exeter and reach
That city in Devon, the heart of Devon.
And it should be starting. Another bonus of this is we should be able to hear each other over the cutscenes as well. But...
Yeah. If we want to say something funny about them, we now can. Of course, we've got to think of something funny to say now.
That's a shame, because the last time we did this mission, we had a huge dialogue about Xbox buying, or Microsoft buying Activision. So now that news is a week old, and
well, we could still mention our thoughts on it. I mean, obviously, Microsoft have bought Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard, we're going through a big issue over, I believe it was sexual assault allegations or something along those lines. Obviously, shouldn't happen in the workplace, shouldn't happen anywhere. So there's the hope that Microsoft will sort all that shit out and be able to keep the franchises alive that Activision Blizzard have developed in their separate entities over the years and their sub-studios, without any of their reputation damage coming forward.
it is surprising in a way, because StarCraft and Warcraft were, well, at one point, the only thing that could compete or even out-compete Command and Conquer.
Yeah, although Warcraft then went on the MMORPG side and was a totally different game. But Warcraft 2 was fantastic. I never played Warcraft 3.
It was good. That was probably the first PC game since I got my own PC where I just couldn't put it down.
This is Kilo Dispatch. All available teams advance to Traxxas Tower. Evacuation will commence ASAP.
Copy, Dispatch. What's the status of the tower
If
pad?
not World of
Tower
Warcraft,
pad is
if
green.
Warcraft
Let's move
3 ever
civilians
came out on
before
good old
changes.
games, I think I'd give it a try.
Copy, Dispatch. 4-0 out.
Which one? World of Warcraft?
Warcraft 3.
Oh yeah, I got the Reforged edition, which, well, apparently it was so bad that if you asked for a refund, they would give it no questions asked. But I couldn't remember enough of the original to point out much wrong with it. It played really well, and yeah, once you get used to Blizzard's style of RTS games, it's a lot easier.
I think there's a lot of thoughts that Microsoft will probably on a multi-platform for the short term for the franchises. Where are we going wrong here?
I was so focused on what we were saying, I couldn't.
We've got to go up, have we?
It doesn't ring the bell. Usually it comes up with a nice little arrow to say.
It
Oh,
did,
there
and
it
it's
is.
disappeared on mine.
I think this is. Oh yeah.
But it could well be. I mean, I don't know whether Microsoft are going to bother with exclusivity now, because with Game Pass,
Yeah, they say.
they've got the PC market.
Yeah,
They'll
so
be attacking Steam.
that's a clever thing with it. Instead of somebody having to go out and buy a very expensive console during shortages, then opening up to PCs, which they already own, well, a lot of the consumer market for. When I say own, well, essentially anyone who's got a PC now has a good selection of Xbox content on there, and it's like they're becoming the Netflix of gaming.
Covenant Corvettes raided hell on us. Final protected fire 1. Danger close. My command.
I suppose instead of with current gen games where it takes months and months to produce,
Fire FPF1 over.
well, something people want to play, then with all these studios, there's quite a good variety of releases through the year.
Well, Microsoft are just going to be raking in the cash now.
Request FPF sit rep.
Negative 2-6. Corvette's still coming.
Copy, 0. Firing FPF2. Shot.
There's a nice combo then of grenade kills.
Damn, honey, stop that thing.
And again. Whoa. No, I don't actually know what's happening with World of Warcraft. It's been such a long time since I played it, and I never got far into it because it was such a large world when I started giving it a go.
There's a trouble with it because, well, coming into it now, it's almost like everyone else in there has been there and done everything. And
I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of MMORPGs. I've never have been. I'll play them. I'll try them. I might find the one I like one day. I mean, Star Trek Online is fairly good, but again, they just don't hold me because they're very repetitive.
there's a lot of grinding in there. I did like Phantasy Star Online when we played it on, was it the Dreamcast? Or?
It was a Dreamcast game, but we played it on the GameCube. And ironically, offline.
Yeah.
In fact, I think it came out before the adapter was available, or it may have come out as the adapter came out. But I don't think I ever hooked it up to a broadband adapter. The GameCube, that is. But yeah, I believe we were playing it offline,
goes to the tower.
They still let you play through it.
Gotta get in there.
It was much harder on 2 players. I think they either doubled all the health of enemies, or they to like 2.5 times it or something. I mean, when I tried it single player, I got to level 3, which
Oh,
Okay, let's move in and find that elevator.
just as you say, the acquirement now of Activision Blizzard is old news now. It's more than a few days old, but
yeah, I wouldn't have liked to have been in a Sony board meeting when that happens, but
well, they've got quite a good selection of studios themselves, but they've lost Crash Bandicoot. Not that they say that they had Crash Bandicoot for the last couple of years, but Crash was their first major competitor to Super Mario, I think.
yeah, it was almost like a mascot, or somewhat an official mascot for the PS1.
There was even mention or reference in Astro's Playground, which is a sort of demo game of the PlayStation 5 to show off some of its features. But it's a nice little game in itself, and it's free to PlayStation 5 owners. You know, they definitely hold that game in high regard in their memories for PlayStation. But
That's the extreme advantage Microsoft has, is if Sony wants to try and do their own version of cloud gaming, but Microsoft's only Azure cloud, so to them it's setting up hardware on their own infrastructure, whereas Sony would have to, well, hire it from AWS or Google, or ironically Azure.
We're evacuating a group of civilians on the 4 below you. As soon as they reach the cargo port, I'll send the elevator back
Can't you
up.
imagine somebody like AWS would jump at that chance?
Yeah.
Courtyards, watch your flanks. Okay, everyone find some cover.
I reckon Sony are
sharp.
already in the process
hold
of
this position.
sorting something out. Annoyingly, it's at the cost of PlayStation Plus games becoming a bit shit since the PS5's release. It's almost as if they don't care about PlayStation Plus's games so much now. Whilst they're setting up the new platform. I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, with something as big as that, if it was a company I work in trying to set up a tier 1 support with Google, it would cost us like 14,000 a month. That's just for a small end site, although they'd have they wouldn't use an off-the-shelf agreement for something that big, but yeah, it would still be millions, I'd imagine.
The thing is, people will always buy Nintendo games for Nintendo.
Oh
They'll
yeah.
buy Nintendo systems for Nintendo games. But to a point, PlayStation and Microsoft are interchangeable.
Yeah, it's almost like the console wars are going into a different phase. Like, both, apparently all of them have, at least hardware-wise, been sold at a loss so that they can try and recoup it back for the game prices. But now if people are paying a predictable subscription, it should balance out over hoping really solid gamers spend 60 quid a copy, and then the majority of casual players might get the odd 10 quid game or so. certainly got some hardware.
Well, unless I hammer you now. You moved slightly away from me there.
They might appreciate some backup.
Oh, the lift's this side.
Civilians! Oh! A bit cruel then.
Oh, there's a rocketeer. Well, I would have shot that thing down if I didn't lose my cursor.
Radio's buzzing about you, Spartan. You feel like jumping?
Do I feel like jumping? Suppose I've got no choice.
Welcome to the Bullfrogs. We're gonna capture the landing pad on the executive wings of evac Bergen Lab. Try and keep up, Spartan.
Try to keep up, Spartans, as the soldier stays behind.
Yeah.
Okay, it's quite some lag at the moment.
Air is clear.
That's the thing with playing over Game Pass.
Yeah, the amount of machines involved in this stream.
Well, if you think, you know, it's every player is effectively on this an Xbox 360 or Xbox One, depending on which system Master Chief Collection runs on. Boom! Oh, I went to use my hammer and died at the last second.
Ooh, see it. At least we haven't had to go to the checkpoint yet.
Whoa! All the grenades were thrown at me. I dodged a load and then you need to move backwards. It's better.
Oh, yeah, it's a fuel launcher. Boom.
Boom! Ah. Team British. Did they just shoot a grenade in midair?
I didn't know.
If I did, that was kick-ass. I can see that on the replay. And again, if I did, I didn't know you could. Whoops. Got him. And him. I knew you were going to get that.
I got a fuel launcher. Oh, where's that gone? I got a fuel launcher and that, whatever the heck the other one's called.
But don't mess with the Mead launcher. Enemy!
From here I heard the doosh, but it just looked like he was swinging him with a mallet.
Here's the pad. East end of that tower. Other side, enemy
civilians.
Oh, nice rocket launcher. Ow.
One of them, I think, just killed the other with the hammer. Huh.
Whoops.
What do you mean, whoops?
I thought I was attacking Bruce or something with one of our own guys.
Whoops.
This is the place to be!
What?
It's like using a rocket launcher to kill a fly.
Bloody hell. Why did you have to say something about 10 times?
Oh, this weapon cuts through those Bruce. I remember this next bit we respawned about 20 times.
Clear that pad first!
Oh yeah.
I can't remember. Oh, yeah, I think there's a brute that was a bit clever.
I'm down, so you need to sort of survive. Ah.
Shotgun.
Landing pad is clear. Send in the evac birds.
Copy, Yankee Niner. Birds away.
Pleasure jumping with you, Spartan. We'll hold this location. You get on that Falcon. Make sure those transports make it out in one piece. This is your ride, Spartan. Watch it!
Our fleet's scattered. Pulling back. Now, we've all got orders to evacuate. And some of us just don't like leaving the job half finished.
Evac transport Delta 1-5 to evac dispatch. Load it up, ready to go.
Delta 1-5, this is evac dispatch. Copy that.
Just saving them
Proceed
from
with
what's to
discretion.
come.
Midtown airspace is way too high. Gonna take an alternate route.
Delta 1-5 to dispatch. Banshee squadron on my tail. Taking fire.
Copy, Delta 1-5.
If you pay according to this hit, let's go ahead. I'm gonna try to set them down.
I don't know if this is supposed to be a montage of them getting their ass kicked by the Covenant, but we cleared all of these.
I did a lot of damage to your helicopter.
Copy, Fox Actual. Lost source unavailable at this time. This is civilian transport 672. I need to go now, Sergeant Major.
Hold on, Echo.
Great.
I have got to get out of the city. I need answers now.
As soon as something frees up, you'll be first and not good enough. I've got 600 souls on board, Sergeant Major. I can't wait.
Ah, nuts.
Dang it, Echo. I can't cover you. Not take off.
Mayday! Mayday!
6 Echo 2, maintain out.
Negative! We're going down!
Bitch. I can't watch this.
Fox Actual. Should we send search and rescue birds?
Negative dispatch.
They're gone. They're all gone. Lol.
Bart, Sergeant Major involved. All day so far. Let's keep from getting any worse, huh? You know, because all over my business batteries, I got 5,000 billion cars weight past down. I need to know all those batteries, fire those in and set a ton. Understood?
Parallax.
I've been thinking my ass too damn long. If it helps, Bart.
Oh, that was a long wait between respawn.
Oh, and he had one ammo. And instead of switching out the proper weapon, I switched out the one that actually had ammo in. Matter. Is there a gun on the back of that?
Yeah.
In which case this guy can sod off.
It's all yours.
Damn right, it's all mine.
Civilian transport 7 Echo 3 Fox Actual. My engines are hot. Here we go.
Is this that area that we're testing out all the time?
Yeah.
For those that are curious, we kept playing this in a two-player survivor map. whilst we were testing audio settings.
Yeah, effectively had the problem that the recording wasn't picking up our own microphones, but of course because the game or the system was picking up the other person's and playing it through the output sounds, then we ended up with echoing or a He-Man voice on there. So now we've put all the audio comms on its own separate system. Whoops.
Okay.
And
oh, we survived that, just. And you avoided the wraith attack as well. Oh, you're jumping out. Good on me.
yeah, I was going to look like a ghost, but then there's a brute that's hiding, telling me that I'm the
I'm afraid of no
coward.
ghost.
Ooh, camouflage.
Covenant are banging on my door like a family and wounded on board. I gotta get airborne. Spartan in the disguise.
Oh! Bastard
Oh.
wraith.
That was weird then, I couldn't hear gunshots or anything.
I just tried to use the hammer on them. I may still be able to. Oh! Oops, I just killed 3 humans by mistake. Oh, and a 4th. We might be in trouble if they cotton on that I've been killing humans. I know it was 100% accidental, but you know.
Can't see it, but I can. Missile defense online. Only back transport. You are clear to take
Missile
off.
defense system initiated.
Take off. Go now.
Well, that went better than last time. I think it took us 55 minutes.
Was that the whole mission?
I think so.
This is 6. Go ahead, Noble 2.
I've unlocked something called the Humble Beginnings of Will Jacks Brantley as an achievement.
He didn't make it.
Sounds like a novel.
See if I can find out what it actually means.
The last transport is away.
It says Halo Reach. Now that's a value meal. It doesn't say how I got it. It says only 6.26% of gamers have unlocked it.
Huh.
So I'm part of an elite. I've got 10 Xbox Gamer points that other people haven't.
I keep getting narrative narrator coming up, but don't seem to be any close to getting this.
Haha.
If I end this one.
So, that's the end of Mission 6. That went a lot quicker than the last time, but obviously we've had a bit of practice now. All going to plan, this won't be the way it works going forward, because when we get to Halo Combat Evolved, and yep, that means we did complete Reach thinking that the audio was okay, and it turned out not to be. So when we do complete Reach, we're going into Combat Evolved without really any practice, which will be fun. But there we are. So thank you for watching, if indeed you have been or still are. I'd be really, really grateful if you subscribe to this channel if you want to receive updates. And obviously, if you want to comment on the video, please do. Let us know what you think of the improved way that we're recording the audio. Like the video, share it, and tell all your mates to watch it. And any words you want to say before we go?
Well, I can't wait to get onto Halo 1. We seem to be stuck in Groundhog Day playing this at the moment, but yeah, I think we've got there. It should be easier to edit the videos as well now, because we don't have to, well, there's less to mess around with on there.
Yeah, so it should be fun. Should be more fun for you as the video editor. And it should be more fun for the viewers who can actually hear us properly. So it's a goodbye from him.
And it's a goodbye from
I knew that would confuse
me.
you.